Hello, I'm David, and this is
I'm Kiki.
We're the Poyers. If you're watching this video, then you probably are looking into RVing or doing research on RVing, so that's probably why you got to us. So you
Or you're our family and friends.
Yeah, that might be it too. Anyways, this is our very first video. We decided to do a vlog because we're embarking on this new adventure together.
Yeah.
And it's a new adventure to do an RV lifestyle. Essentially, we're going to be switching our whole lifestyle and moving into an RV full time, which is a little intimidating right now because we're so new into it. But this is our first video to kind of talk about it.
And we want to show you, the progress that we make. And the first step that we did was deciding that we're going through with it and we're actually doing it. So
yeah.
That weight's been lifted off of our shoulders. So now the next thing we're doing is going to be downsizing. So we wanted to show you what we're starting with, and we'll take it through the progress and see what we land on. And it's going to be getting rid of a lot of stuff.
Yes, it is. Yeah, we wanted to do it now because, like she said, we're so early in it. For one, we've never been RVing before. We don't own an RV. We don't own a truck to pull the RV.
We just went on our first camping trip last weekend.
Right, which we loved it. We knew this was something we wanted to do, though. We've talked about it before, right? Over the years, we've talked about, let's just get a bus, gut it, make it our own, and go travel. But, she's more jump right in. I'm more reserved. So even the decision to do this lifestyle, it took me weeks, and she was on board day one when almost what we thought was realistic.
I've been wanting to do it for a few years, and just entertaining the dream idea of it, and not necessarily a reality, but that we could make it a reality. And we both are he just turned 30. I'm about to turn 30. And we have a 3-year-old who isn't in school yet, so it's a good time that we do practice stuff at home, so we can keep learning on the road. But she's not technically in school yet, and she might not go in school. We don't know about that yet, but I feel like it's a great time for us too.
Yeah.
And
everything's kind of fitting into place right now, where my job's work from home now. I'm a computer programmer, so I don't need to go into the office at all, so that's perfect. Kiki, you're a stay-at-home mom, obviously.
Yeah, and I just started selling Norwex,
so that'll work well from home and everything like that. So it really doesn't matter where our home is. Our home is where we are and where our family is. So it's kind of the perfect time for us.
Yeah.
However, we're we've got a lot to do. We rent a house right now, and it's, I don't know how many square footage. It's at least 1,000 square foot. It's probably more like 1,400. Was it 1,500, something like that?
3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage, giant backyard. We have a beautiful house,
and we filled it. The more space you have, you fill it. So we've got plenty of outside stuff. The garage is full, and so we've got our work cut out for us there, because we're gonna have to downsize to almost nothing. But we're gonna give all that up for the freedom of just being able to go wherever we want.
Yeah, we both our end goal, retirement or save up vacation, save up funds, is to travel.
Right.
So why not just do it full time and just see everything that we can see, and show our daughter what we can show her, and just take, I think we both know that life is short, and to make our dreams come true now. We only live once. We're not promised tomorrow. And I think that, the older we get, the more we realize that, and we want to take advantage of it and make our dreams come true. And
so that's the goal, is just to be able to travel and see. We live in Florida, so we're going to kind of start here, and there's a lot in Florida we haven't seen. So even little things like seeing the sunset on the West Coast. We've never done that, and that's 2 hours away. But so we want to just do more of that.
We've never been to the Keys. We've heard of Devil's Den, and we've never been there. And there's just so much in between all of that that we want to see and explore and do together. We're a good team. We communicate really well, but we also learn that when we aren't communicating well, how to make it better for next time.
Right.
So I think we're a good team in that aspect. And we've been together for 11 going on 11 and a half years now.
Sure.
So we've learned a lot about each other. And, just having Michaela has taught us a lot about ourselves and as parents.
Michaela's our 3-year-old,
and
mentioned.
Yeah. And I think we both like to learn as we go too. And we have things, that we want to bring with us, like a sign that says like enjoy the journey, and just like quotes like that are really, really special to us that we take to heart.
So we're starting the journey. Today we're getting rid of, or yesterday we got rid of something. Today we're going to be getting rid of something else. And these are things we really didn't need, so we're actually selling them off, and we weren't using them anyway, so we're starting with that stuff. But it's very early in the process. We know we're going to learn a lot because there's so much to learn. And we've watched a lot of YouTube videos. There's so many different people out there, which thank you guys that do that, because it's been so helpful.
And that's why we want to do this.
Right, exactly. So we can share, because, I've never backed in an RV. It seems kind of silly.
RV.
So there's so much we're going to learn, by watching other people's videos, and then by learning from our mistakes and being able to share with you guys is kind of my goal of doing the vlog. And I just want to help other people, and then also document our adventure.
Right. That's what I'm excited to see, where we started in 2 years, 6 months, 5 years if we stick with it, where we're going to be at and where we came from.
So if you're living in a house and you don't have anything to do RVing and you're thinking about it, follow along, because this might be the perfect kind of track for you to see, at least our adventure with it.
We are blessed with a friend of mine who is about 4 years ahead of us on this journey. And she kind of did a similar path that we did, a little bit different. Everybody's journey is different, of course. Sure. But she started out in a house, and, her and I have talked about that we just can't relax into motherhood sometimes, because we just feel like we need to get the house clean. We need to, catch up on laundry, do this, that, or the other. And in an RV, that eliminates a lot of stress. It would take 45 minutes an hour, and you got the whole RV clean, top to bottom scrubbed, and just not having as much stuff. I'm looking forward to the stress level being lower. And I think that this lifestyle is going to have different stresses, but the overall day-to-day stress is going to be smaller.
Right. Exactly.
So
just want to make sure we were still going there before we got too far into it. Yeah.
All right. So David is going to follow me around the house.
Well, before we do that, I just want to stop you for a second. I wanted to go over a little bit, kind of where we're at. There's so many decisions to make, right? So the big things right now is, RV and a truck. We need both of those, okay? So RV is very challenging for us because, do you go new? Do you go used? Biggest thing with me going used is what kind of problems are you inheriting? So, we went and looked at one for, a little over $10,000 the other day. We loved it. It vibed well for us. But, the corners on the hitch side of the trailer, both of the corners had, you could tell where they kind of damaged it a little bit. And there was a little water damage inside that it looked like they patched, but just so many concerns there. Not knowing anything about this stuff is, am I buying what I'm buying? Is it worth it? And is it going to last us a while?
Right.
Her friend has offered so kindly to sell us one for $3,000. It's a good starter one for us, so we're kind of weighing that as an option, but it's a little on the smaller side for our family.
And some parks don't let you park your RV there if it's over 10 years old, and this one is over 10 years old.
So that's a challenge. Yeah, for sure.
But buying new, I think, comes with its own, it's just financially.
Yeah, there's a financial piece of that. So, if we had all the money in the world, we'd probably just buy new, and it would be an easy decision. Right. But I think a lot of people in our situation are going to be in a similar situation to us, where it's just not, have all the money in the world. We have some money, but not enough to really buy our new one.
Right. Also, we're trying to eliminate debt.
Sure.
And get out of that cycle of owing and owing and owing. Right. Even though we can afford the payments and stuff, just getting out of owing people.
Right.
And then if we finance something, we're going to have to pay interest and,
we'd rather buy cash and then just not have that debt to deal with. So.
And then it's ours.
Yeah.
And it's just ours.
So right now, I think we're both sort of leaning towards getting the one we can buy outright right now for $3,000. Oh, no debt. Still have a little bit of money to, get some things we need, like a generator, and
Make
maybe
modifications
make
to it that we want
modifications
to.
and things like that. Which a new one we might not have to modify, but there's just all these
Right.
factors. So I just want to throw that's a big challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Another one for me, working from home and being a computer programmer, is internet connection is very important to my job.
Yeah.
So I've been doing and that just opens up a whole topic. When you do research on that,
And it's important to us that you have your own workspace
right?
that you
So
can
it's
take
the
phone
internet,
calls
it's the
and-
workspace for phone calls. So that whole factor, and just trying the workspace is less of an issue for me. I feel like we can work that out however we are. But
It's important to me that Michaela still has her own space,
okay,
a little play area and room for toys and her own space.
Right.
I think that's important. I mean, she's also 3 and can sleep in bed with us technically, but I'd rather her just still have.
yeah. So that factors into, I
Room for
guess, the
toys.
RV purchase too. You're thinking her space, my space.
Yeah,
Okay,
just like a little desk area, and that's with making modifications and stuff to make
Right.
both of those things work.
right. Yeah, I feel like we could do that. The internet's the thing where it's like it depends on where you are, and
Right.
that's why
like
that's a hard decision for me.
super
And there's so many
important,
different data plans and
Mhm.
unlimited this, not really unlimited that. So
There's so
when we make
so much.
decisions on these things, we're going to do more videos. So that's why I wanted to
Right.
kind of point them out. Once we make a
Okay.
decision on internet,
Yeah.
then we can come back and say, oh, this is what we made a decision on, and it worked or
Right.
it didn't work.
Right.
And when we purchased the RV, same thing.
We're both very genuine and authentic people, so we want to give all the information and not just
Right.
be biased towards anything.
Right. Exactly. So I think that's like the big things, and then obviously the truck is a big thing. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, do we get this super duty truck that can pull anything,
Mm-hmm.
or do we just get one that can kind of pull what we think we're going to have?
And we're a 2-car family now. We're going to go down to a 1-car family, so I think that's going to
Yeah.
come with its own,
Mm-hmm.
hiccups and adjustments.
Yep. And then do you go diesel? Do you not go diesel?
Yeah.
There's so many decisions there too. So we're very indecisive right now.
Yeah.
But
We're doing it.
We're doing it. We're gonna do it. We decided that. So each day we're getting closer to a decision, and by doing research and things like that. I'm trying to think of any other challenges. Like another big challenge, I guess, not super big really in the grand scheme of things, but is the pets. We have 2 dogs and a cat.
Mm-hmm.
And a bunny. We're probably going to rehome the bunny because
The baby and I are both technically allergic to the bunny, and
Yeah.
we love the bunny, so we've kept the bunny and worked around that. But
Sure.
being in an RV, that's going to be
right.
way more challenging and next to impossible. And I don't want to. Our daughter also has asthma, so having we have the inhaler, but we need to make sure that we can do breathing treatments and things like that on a regular basis if we ever needed to. And so I think we're going to rehome the bunny, but the cat and the dogs we're pretty attached to. They're coming with us, so we need to make sure we have somewhere for a litter box.
Mm-hmm.
We do have plans to make like a little outside area for them with that's baby gated off.
Mhm.
But we have a little dog and a big dog, so they're coming with us though.
Yep.
We're attached to them.
Yep. And like I said, there's a lot of people that are doing videos already. So, thank you guys for that
Yeah.
because you give a lot of tips and hints.
Mhm.
And we also just went camping recently, like Kiki said earlier, and we met some really nice RVers, people that are
Yeah.
doing it now or are going to be doing it full time, and just so nice, and just, giving us information. This is what they're doing and tips.
Community,
And,
I realized is just so tight and supportive of each other. Like people were just letting us walk in their RVs.
Yeah,
And,
we're like, okay, that's cool. Thank you.
We're not quite used to that.
Mhm.
We're not. We are renting the house we're in now,
Mhm.
and sometimes you get the neighbors you get,
Right.
and in an RV you can get up and travel. And if you're like, oh, this person's crazy, you can move a spot, you can move parks, you can move across the state, you can move to a different state. Like I do like that, but also that everybody's still so close and supportive and engaging with each other. And we talk to more people in 3 days of camping than we do in 3 weeks at home.
Yeah, it's definitely a different environment and a community.
A community, yeah.
Mhm. And while you were saying all that, I was also thinking of another challenge that we're dealing with. Is we had this great idea. I have an awesome mother-in-law, her mom, and father-in-law that said, "Oh, you can park it at our house." We're like, "Great, that's awesome! Free rent, we'll help out. Maybe throw you some cash for the electric and the water that we might use. No big deal." And then we found out, oh, we need a 220 hookup. I'm a programmer. I'm not an electrician. I'm like, okay, well, that sort of makes sense, but you can't just plug it into a normal wall outlet. You need a 220 hookup, and they don't have one available for us. So then we're thinking, okay, well, I know people that can do that kind of stuff, so we could run one. And then they're talking about, oh, well, you could have maybe a separate meter installed. But then we went on the train of thought, oh, are we even legally allowed per the zoning laws in our city to park an RV and live in it on their property? It's just a residential area. So, there's all these, thoughts now, and how do we accomplish that? So that's another challenge that may be a whole other video.
Yeah.
If we decide to do that, and if that doesn't work out, we'll just go to an RV park or something.
Right.
But we thought that would be really cool starting out too, because, we're really close to them. If something's not working right, we can use their facilities and their house, their AC, their Wi-Fi while we work out all the kinks.
Yeah.
We thought that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Plus, it would be pretty much rent-free. I mean, I'm not just going to use their stuff and not pay them anything for it. That's just not who we are.
Right.
But, it's going to be a lot cheaper than $30 a night at a campground or an RV park or something like that.
And we have been so blessed with such a supportive family and friends. Every single person that we have told is supportive of us, encouraging of us, a little jealous of us, because this is like a lifestyle that a lot of people would really love to have, but society or certain jobs, there's a lot of things that you can't, and we feel very blessed with the motivation and support and ideas to do this. I'm really excited for us.
Me too.
And
it's going to be an adventure for sure.
Adventure. That's the word.
And we're completely aware that, adventure doesn't mean that it's going to be carefree and smooth sailing. We know there's going to be bumps along the road, and we talk about that a lot. It's not going to be, always this carefree mode. There's always going to be things to do. There's always going to be potentially things that go wrong. But when you get to park by a stream and walk out next to that in the morning and have your coffee, I think that makes it all worth it. And we're part of this Facebook group right now, and I see some of the videos or pictures, and I'm just like, that's what I want. At least more than we have it now. So I think that's going to pay it off and make it just all worth it. So. All right, I think that's all of the challenges I just kind of wanted, so we can kind of recap and go back and say, oh, we solved that. But now I guess the tour is probably a good time.
So Dave's going to grab the phone and slash camera, and we're going to show you all the stuff that we currently have. So yesterday I sold a double stroller, which I do retail therapy and buy a lot of stuff that we don't need. So I think we're going to save a lot of money on that. And let's go check everything out. All right, let's start off in the garage, because that's what we're going to start eliminating all the stuff in first.
Bit of a mess right now.
Yeah. All right.
And this is kind of a staging area right now too. That's why it's more messy than it normally is. But
right. So we do have a pool table. We do have just shelves of just stuff. Some of this is my mom's, because we just hosted Michaela's birthday party. I'm hosting a baby shower tomorrow. So we have a lot of just chaos going on. And we just went camping last weekend, so still adjusting from all of that. But we just have so much stuff, and we don't need stuff in the RV. We're gonna kind of become a little bit of minimalist. So this stuff is my mom's, and most of this stuff has a home. We just got to get it to the new home. Family and friends are getting dibs on a lot of stuff. So we just bought a brand new washer and dryer. So we'll gift that to my very supportive mom. So we can stay at her house, so we can do laundry. We're selling this one. It's getting picked up later today. We have a couch in here that we sit on when we're playing pool or hanging out in here. Cribs, swing, a baby pool. Just so much stuff. Canopy, bikes. We're thinking about taking the bikes with us. There's a wagon, Christmas decorations, Thanksgiving decorations, Halloween decorations, and Michaela's bike. And then we have the the table and the living room, couch, table, chairs, beautiful curtains, and we have drawers and baskets just full of stuff. Well, that one's empty. We did just do the Marie Kondo method back in February, the month of February. We went through and touched everything in his house, and then we bought some stuff to make it more of a home. And that was before David's job changed to be more remote. So we did invest in it and throw away a lot of stuff, but here's just Wii stuff and controllers and just baskets of just who even knows what. I think we just went through everything. It feels so silly. This is our little wedding altar, I guess you would call it. So I think we're gonna keep some of that stuff. That's been, well, definitely that, and the, you know, we'll see. We need an RV to figure out what's all gonna fit.
And our big 60-inch TV that's not going to fit in the RV at all. You know, our blessed daughter with a slide in the house. You know, she's got a lot of toys. But,
she's got so many toys, but there's only like a handful of toys that she plays with every single day on a very regular basis, and those we're gonna try to bring with us. We'll get to her stuff. So again, my mom lives down the street from us right now, and we have a lot of stuff here that is Michaela's. That's just gonna go to her house. She has a roller coaster, the swing's going to my mom, the trampoline has a new home to go to. A lot of her toys out here already have a new home, or they're going to my mom's. The house is going to my mom's. So we're kind of going to be restocking my mom's house. The water tower will probably sell because my mom has a pool over at her house, so water stuff over there. Stuff everywhere. Michaela has a learning tower. We do use this a lot. So there is stuff that we use a lot, but she is a little bit bigger now. I think in the RV, just getting a good step stool size thing is going to be good for her. Might give this to my mom, don't know. Fridge, we have this air popper and veggie swirl thing that we don't use, just cabinets. We have a ridiculous amount of mason jars.
Who knows why?
Just cabinets full of stuff. And again, we just went through everything and downsized, and we like, oh yeah, we did really good. We got rid of so much stuff. We didn't. We still have so much stuff that we haven't touched since, you know, we did the Marie Kondo method. And this is our bathroom, which will still have a bathroom, but hanging decorations and stuff is going to be different. And I do sell Norwex, so I started selling it because we're doing this lifestyle, and you don't need cleaning supplies. You just need water and the cloths. So we're going to get a lot of hooks and towels that we can use for a week and wash, and it takes the bacteria, and this is the office. Chaos, pure chaos.
Usually ends up being chaos.
Yeah, and it's like we just don't need the chaos. It's stressful, and I just feel like I need to come in here and go through stuff all the time. And the painting stuff I'm probably going to be taking with me because that brings me a lot of joy, painting. But a ball pit, I mean, this kid has so much stuff. Mm-hmm. So there's all, and the drawers are just full of stuff over there, and just stuff on stuff on stuff. So the closet, which was so organized, we were so proud of this, full of stuff. It's gonna be interesting to see what we end up with.
Yeah,
this is
her room is chaos right now.
And it's like,
but it's constantly chaos.
Animals, but the kitchen, I do think we need to find a kitchen that will fit in an RV, just because that's something she plays with every day for the most part. But she has all this baby doll stuff. She plays with like one or two things of it. She's got a ton of books that we don't read that much, so we'll probably get a library card, go check some books out, return them, check them out, return them. We are pretty sentimental people, so there is some stuff that I think I'm just gonna store for when she gets older. Like this quilt was made for her when she was born, so I want to keep that and give it to her when she's older. I have, you know, keepsake boxes and stuff
Yeah,
like
that dream catcher up there was made for her.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna keep that, but that can probably fit in the RV.
Yeah.
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 So that'll be interesting.
Yeah. Pictures, you know, we'll keep some of that stuff here. Let's just finish up Michaela's stuff.
Yeah, this is her. It used to be our foyer, and now it is. We don't use the front door very much because, yeah, she's got toys all in here. Usually it's a little more organized, but that's a constant thing. She
Yeah.
actually recently got, for her birthday from her Aunt Brittany, she got an RV. So this thing's pretty cool. It's perfect timing that she got this, and and that's why there's chaos. So that's fun.
All right. So this is our bedroom. We try to keep this the least chaotic place in our Zen zone. But we have armoire, dresser, matching tables, bedspread that we just got, curtains that we just invested into, and scrolls. I mean, our altar, we're taking that with us.
Yeah, we'll
Another
find a place for
keepsake
that.
box. And again, we just did the Marie Kondo method. Our drawers are still full. We still have a closet full of stuff on top. I thought we did so good with that.
We did, but
And our bathroom. And then I like this quote too. Then I realized adventures are the best way to learn. We got that when we went whitewater rafting last year, and I love it, and I want to take that with us definitely. It's kind of been my inspiration. But yeah, is that everywhere, babe?
yeah, I think we hit all the rooms there. So
All right.
yeah, so that was pretty much just to you know, show. Well, we're up here somewhere. I don't know how that looks. It might look okay. I don't know, but we'll do it anyway. We can always change it later.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just wanted to show you guys kind of where we're at, where we're headed. We got a lot of decisions to make. We'll see where it goes. It'll be a fun adventure together,
Yeah.
but we'll try to take you guys along for the ride so you can learn what we learn along the way, and hopefully it'll help somebody. If not, we'll have fun making the video. So.
Yeah.
All right. I'm David. This is.
Hi, Kiki.
See you later.
Bye.